Tell me if you can hear me okay. Is this too loud or is it like crazy? You might have to go and tune in on your phone. Tell me whether this is too crazy or not. Test, test. Oh, what up, Casey? Is it too loud or anything? Can you hear me okay? A little loud. All right, that's fine. We can fix that. How about now? Better now? Test, test. Oh, that was loud. Yeah. No, can you hear me okay? A little loud. All right, we'll roll with it. We'll let people tell us if it's.
I actually thought that sounded really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That was me like muting it really quick.
Okay. Okay. Casey's going to be our guinea pig here. If it ends up being too quiet now, let us know. So here's yours. Clip it wherever you want. I think we're ready to rock. We'll adjust the camera as needed here, but welcome to episode 119. He says that's definitely better, so sweet. Episode 119 of Michigan Brews. We're in Jason's new brewery, and he has in this corner here, this pile of boxes. We're going to be building.
It's a Spike Trio 15-gallon bottom draw, all electric system. So It's going to be my first time kind of scooting into the electric side of the world. I've been cooking on my stove for so many years, so this will be super fun. But yeah, this has been in boxes for the last 3 weeks, and I've been itching to open it up. So sweet, excited. All right. All right. So how do you want to do this?
You good?
It asked one more question.
Okay.
Did you mute us?
No. Jason may have to occasionally go quiet. Don't mind us.
No, it's wrapping up right now.
So yeah, we're gonna work on building this out tonight a little bit. We'll be talking about electric brewing a little bit, I guess. I wish Brandon was here. He would. He's kind of our main resource on electric brewing right now, but otherwise, yeah, we'll see what happens. We got 220 over here on the wall. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. So now I'm off that call. I apologize. Work. So yeah, I've got. So when I bought the system, or originally spec'd out the system with Spike, I wanted the single batch system, which would have required one 220 plug, which is the one that's built into the wall here. But then in the middle of that window, they actually, I was told the manufacturer of their panels went out of business and they had to change to a new panel supplier, at which time they kind of retooled the setup, and now all of their Trio systems require two panels. So that's why you can't see it yet, but I have two boxes that say solo panel. And there's basically one controller for the hot liquor tank and one controller for the boil kettle. So I had to have two plugs. The garage is already finished, so it's a garage though, or a shop, so it's fine. So we fished in another wire, ran it through the conduit, dropped it over here. So eventually we'll have the sink, and I'll have this Spike table sit here with the three vessels, and then some kind of water holding system for RO water will fit in between the brew rig and the sink. And then this system came with a steam condenser lid, which I'm going to try out, and that'll go in the corner. But we'll see how that goes. I know Brandon kind of gave me some pointers about using a steam condenser. if it's not something that I think works out, then we can always add in a hood and vent. So to shop.
The outside is right there. So
Yeah, outside exterior there. I had 2 exterior walls. But yeah, but this shop is fully insulated, and I plan on keeping it at a minimum of 50 degrees year round. Next week it's going to have, or not next week, a couple weeks later, it's going to have the sour barrel that holds what, I don't know, like 100 gold medals for various clubs.
like an infinite, probably more gold medals than any other sour barrel in
Yeah, so we're moving that here.
America. Maybe just a state. But.
So yeah, I don't know.
Does it come with an instruction manual? Where do we start?
I don't know. I put together the stainless steel table. I haven't peeled off the protective film yet. Well, I guess let's open the kettles, the vessels.
All right.
So move some boxes around really quick. Ooh, that's heavy.
If things get a little loud or scratchy, apologize. We're using lapel mic, so hopefully it doesn't pick up a bunch of shit. Hopefully it's not too echoey, but we'll see.
Yeah. I forget that I'm actually on a lapel mic and I don't have to
Yell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a bottom drain kettle.
You have a knife on you?
Nope. Here. Oh, the new one. I like that.
Thanks. I went to a Red Wings game a couple weeks ago and didn't really think anything of it because it was kind of a last minute decision. We were judging Michigan Mead Cup, and Matt Mead was like, let's go to a Wings game. We're already out here, and it's like 40 minutes away. And I walked in with like a bottle opener and a box cutter, like trying to get into Little Caesars Arena, and the guy was like, no, like. And I was like, oh crap, like confiscate it, like I don't want to check it in or whatever. It's like an $8 box cutter anyway, but gave me an excuse to buy a little bit of a newer one. But it's also really embarrassing because it's not the first time I've done that. I've almost taken a knife through airport security, just like a little bit after 9/11, and as I was leaving the country, I guess the TSA called the place I was working at the time, and they were trying to, get all the details on me from the general manager of the store, like, who's this Brian guy? Like, why is he trying to bring knives on a plane? So I heard a lot about that when I got back. I was really young too. It was my first time flying and my first time flying out of the country. So like, of course, I'm super freaked out.
But now you're on a terrorist watch list.
The guy brought over a ruler to measure my knife, and it was like just under the legal limit. And he's like, "You can go check this in, or we can confiscate it." And again, just take my knife.
Easier.
Yeah.
All right, so we have.
Hey, Jad, what's going on, man?
We have a mash tun. I opted for the clean outdoor. I don't know why. I think maybe because I thought when I got older, I wouldn't want to lift or climb up on a ladder.
Yeah. You got like a mini size down, like what do they call those, like rakes?
I know,
or something like
I don't have to buy one
that.
So yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty. How heavy is it? It's really kind of light, actually. It's not too bad.
It's not as heavy as it looks. So we will, I don't know, should we assemble it, or how do you want to, how much time do you want to burn on this?
Do you know those are all the parts for like
I believe
this?
so. Let's see. I'm assuming one's going to be a door. And
I mean, we'll keep doing this until it's time to go home. Or
we haven't had an episode in what, 3 months?
Yeah. So we can catch back up on what everybody else is doing too if people tune in. There's 7 people watching now. I know Casey and Gerald are in chat. There's a couple people from the Homebrew Slack channel that I know at least saw the show was going to be today.
All right. It's funny because I think that this door weighs almost as much as the kettle. But yeah, so this is really why we haven't had shows in a while, is life has been crazy and busy for me as we've been trying to finish the build on this house and get ready to get moved in. So
Jordan moved out of the state, so he's in Indiana now for a job, and Jason's moving, and
yep.
we've had a lot going on, but I think things will start to get more regular now, probably.
I'm hoping.
Probably still have more people on. You guys tell us if it's a good idea too. We've been talking about Jason has some room in his new house here, and we've been thinking about getting together and doing more like real podcast type things too, instead of like live streams. So a little bit better editing, a little bit more streamlined topics or something like that. So we don't necessarily have to do that too. It's just kind of another thing that we were thinking about adding on to the.
I think what we'd like to do is just actually do more in person, where we actually sit down and can have a conversation and not just slam beers on stream.
If we don't like that.
So yeah, I'm hoping in the next couple of months we can kind of figure out a studio. Oops, sorry for the noise. A studio setup, and actually start getting together on a regular basis and doing some shows in the basement. So I don't see any instructions at all.
They probably have a bunch of stuff on their website about how all this is supposed to go. It looks pretty self-explanatory for the most part.
It does.
And I know you're handy, but
well, it's just trying to, I don't know, I would assume.
You're going to hold that?
Yeah.
No, it looks like those pins go in here.
Yeah. So, pin's going to go here. Slide that in. Yeah, maybe swing it out. Can't hit the hole. There it goes. Okay. And then this cutter will go around the bottom. Oops.
How many homebrewers does it take to assemble a mash tun?
More than we have.
No, I'm not the most handy person, so we'll see what kind of use I am here. I mostly just came over to drink. Do that later?
Do that later.
Got it.
Let's see. So then this piece goes there. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Screws out. All right. I'm going to put that in there so I don't lose it.
We have a mash tunish.
Yeah, mash done.
We'll figure out all the piping later. We're probably not going to do like a water run tonight.
No.
I guess.
So this is the bottom drain.
Oh,
so all of these are bottom drains. So that clips on tri-clamp. Just a tri-clamp and a gasket that sits underneath and will allow me to then recirculate. So the only other thing I'm going to do real quick is put the feet on it before we put it on the table. So I don't scratch anything.
Gerald says instructions will be on the last box you open.
Probably.
Tradition. You want lids just like stacked off to the side somewhere too?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put it on top.
I'm going to set it on the table
Okay.
and we'll just throw a lid on it. Just want to get these feet on it so it doesn't scratch.
And that's like a dumb thing, but like this is a nice lid too. Like you can see like the handle's like welded on and stuff. You can see the marks on the bottom.
I like it. There's no bolts or stuff to clean around. This is all supposed to be like sip ready, right?
Supposedly.
All right. Mash tun. Put all the stuff inside. And then this one actually says hot liquor tank.
So as far as like 3-vessel brewing goes, you want to explain like what a hot liquor tank is versus like the mash tun and the boil kettle?
Yeah, so this is I mean, the intent here is to kind of get like a nano brewing system like a professional rig would use. So you're going to have, your hot liquor tank is where you're going to boil your water, your strike water. And then once you come to temperature, all of this is plumbed together. It should have come with 2 spike flow pumps. So we'll get the hot liquor tank will have an element in it. It'll heat the water, bring it up to temperature, and then we will be able to pump it into the mash tun. Yeah, it should come around. Yeah, boxes. And then actually recirculate through the mash tun to maintain temperature.
I was going to ask, is this one of the systems where you recirculate through the hot liquor tank? Like the does it go through like a coil in the hot liquor tank and come back out like warmer or something like that? Or
I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know either. It might. Well, it has 2 elements for sure, right? So one's going to be in the
one's going to be in the hot liquor tank, one's in the boil kettle.
Yeah.
So it may go through the boil kettle. It's funny. The only 3-tier vessel system I've used is gas, and the mash tun had another element underneath it. So just recirculate it in the mash tun. Maintain the temperature, and then when you're ready to mash out, you just switch the pumps. It fills into the boil kettle, and then you're able to, sparge from the hot liquor tank. So, yeah, cool. Have to figure out the exact workings, but this is going to be the same kind of stuff. So another bottom drain tube. Again, all of these are bottom drains, so everything's going to come out of the beautiful hole. Didn't notice. Oh yeah, that one was branded. I didn't notice the spike label on the front of that one. There, look, it's cool. And when I did this, I really, I went back and forth on like which system I wanted. It's going to be like my lifetime investment. I think the owner of Spike likes to say buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
But I was really like going back and forth between SS Brewtech, a single system, an all-in-one, Spike's all-in-one. I looked at another one. I can't remember the brand name.
Like a Blickman single vessel or something, maybe.
I did look at the Blickman, but no, there's another kind of
Clawhammer.
Yeah, okay, might have been Clawhammer. I looked at a bunch of different systems, and I just came up with aesthetically. I know it's silly, but like when I had a vision of like this is what I want my brewery to look like. I just really like these bottom draw Spike systems. So I feel like I prefer a 3-vessel versus an all-in-one, just because I like the tinkering and I like the different processes. And then just aesthetically, I think these look cooler.
Agreed. So they're very cool and like a little unique.
I mean, when you get down to it, they're all just stainless steel vessels. So I feel like a 3-vessel has a little bit more hands-on. I could be wrong for those of you that use 1-vessel or all-in-ones. I'm not trying to knock that at all. I like the way the 3-vessel looked.
Yeah, and this might be a little bit more potentially hands-off cleaning too, depending on just the way that the cleaning works on them, the way that you'll be able to spray stuff through. We'll see. Interesting.
Oh, that one didn't come with a lid because it's the boil kettle, and this will have a box probably with the steam condensing lid.
Oh, its own lid. Okay.
And pull the condom off. Try to shove some of these boxes out of the way.
Again, sorry for the noise.
We're in the shop.
Yeah.
So swirl kettle. These are cool. They've got laser etching inside for the volume in liters and gallons. I don't think they have a sight glass.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. It's probably fine too. Like I have a Blickman kettle that has a sight glass on it, and like you honestly kind of have to unscrew it and clean it out. Like it's
more
pretty,
pain in the ass
yeah,
to
it's just
clean.
more shit to clean. And like I don't think like a CIP ball would be able to get like down in there all that well. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. These are all really nice. They're very smooth on the inside. Even the place where like the legs are welded in, they're polished off, so it doesn't look like there's any nooks or crannies. So hopefully, yeah, it'll be super easy to clean.
Speaking of like measurements and stuff like that, what's your plan for water?
So I have, I still have the plumbers coming back, and next week I think to add some connections underneath my shop sink, and we're going to set up a RO system that's going to go underneath the shop sink, and I'm going to put I'm actually going to do two connections under there. One's going to be for an RO system that'll mount under there, and then the other connection is going to be a garden hose. And then I'll do like a probably a 30 or 40 gallon holding tank here. And it's oversized because my other hobby is aquariums. So I need the RO water for my saltwater aquarium. So it's not that I need 40 gallons
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
at a time, but just want to be able to have that capability.
A lot of that space is taken up by like the balloon thing that's inside the holding tank too. So like I have a 15 and I only get maybe like 10, out of it. Like of just like really fast straight RO. So
that's all going to go under there. And then I haven't figured out yet is how I'm going to get the water out of the RO vessel into the hot liquor tank. I've looked at some that have like a pump that you can throw inside of them. I've looked at one holding tank that came with a pump. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Does yours have a pump in it, or
the balloon that's inside?
The pressure does it?
Yep.
See, I don't know if it's because I wanted to go with a bigger one that they say they need a pump.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I have not designed that part yet because I got busy doing other shit.
Or maybe those are designed for like whole house RO, and like you need more pressure to get it upstairs or something like that.
But that's going to be my water plan, and then the garden hose connection under there is actually going to get run. So one of these boxes will have. I went with the counterflow wort chiller that actually mounts directly on the table. And so I'm actually going to run a hose, and it's going to pretty much always be connected. So there will be a hose connection that will run over to the counterflow chiller, so that when I'm chilling, I can just hit the faucet and then cycle it back. And I'll either shoot it down the sink. I do have a 4-drain here. Or if it's nice out and the garage door can be open, then I'll just run it down the driveway. That's going to be my water plans. And then I'll have to figure out the profiles and stuff. I've never done that before.
You've always had well water, right?
And the well water here tested out initially really, really well. Like I do not have hard water here as far as like mineral content. And Amy and I really enjoy just drinking the water straight. But the last test, and we're going to do one more test, but the last one that came back, it's weird because I always thought iron was in that hardness calculation. It's not. Like hardness is like the calcium and magnesium,
like bicarbonate and stuff like that.
All the other dissolvables in there, I guess. And there's a separate iron count, and we have one part iron per million, which is considered high.
Wow. Okay.
But we don't I don't see it because they say at 1 part per million your water should be like turning cloudy on overnight on your nightstand or whatever. Haven't seen it. Tastes great. It doesn't taste metallic at all. But anyway, when we get the next water test back, if it's still the same, then we'll look at a whole house iron removal system I don't want to go with a softener.
I was going to ask, don't softeners do that? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need a softener. Technically, our water number was, I think our hardness number was 15 or 16, which is borderline soft already.
Oh, I brought they're probably not that cold yet, but you left these at my house. I have a couple Utopias barrel-aged worldwide stouts, and I think I have like a couple 120 minutes in here too that you left at some point in time, yeah.
So those came from...
You want to split 120 minute?
Yeah.
It's not like super cold, but cold enough. Where'd they come from?
So they came from Beer Camp? Somebody, Bill, the kilt guy.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember his last name.
yeah.
He was passing them out. So they gave me a 4-pack of
Okay.
Worldwide Stout and 120. So this is a steam condensing lid. There's a lot of parts in this box that I'm not going to take out yet.
Yeah.
I mean, once we get everything unpacked, if we want to start assembling, if we're still drinking, we can. But my understanding here is this somehow attaches, and then you run cold water through it, and it condenses the steam, and it will eject it out into a bucket or down the drain or whatever you want to do. So you leave this on the boil kettle throughout the process, and it collects all the vapors and condenses them into liquids.
I'm gonna grab us a couple cups.
Okay.
I'll be back.
So we will put that together in a bit. And then I'm going to set this off to the side. Underneath here is good. So we have 2 spike flow pumps. These are chunky, meaty, big ass, heavy fucking pumps. So the table is already pre-drilled, or it's got mounting points underneath. So these will actually hang directly under the vessels, all ready for, the tri-clamp fittings. I don't know if they're wired in to be controlled by, I think they are, to be controlled by the solo panels. But you can go ahead and open one of the solo panels. So my last single tier was gas-powered propane system, and the pumps plugged into the control panel, and you just had like a rheostat on the control panel so that you could control the speed and the flow of the pump directly from there. I don't know if that's how these are designed or not. I should have done a little more research on that.
I'm back. You want to try moving? Yeah, let me try to adjust your mic for you. They're watching the show inside.
Are they?
Try
Oh, that's sweet.
You want me to put it up here? Try to point it like towards your face or something.
How's that?
Probably a little better. You were sounding a little muffled.
Okay.
I could find a pineapple for you.
All right. So, yeah, pump controller. So I don't see a rheostat for the pump. Looks like
That's
mash,
cool.
boil, and then probably a dial to control the temperature. Couple of connections on the back to connect into temperature probe, and then I assume one is for the pump. So I have to figure out how these are going to mount, but most likely they're going to mount somewhere over here.
Bobby Ness is in the stream. He says hi.
Right on. Yo, yo. Yeah. Let's see what this is. This is 120.
Shane's here too. I don't know if I said that. That's 120. The pump?
No, the beer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it smells old.
It does. It's oxidized as hell.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's in the snare box, big, goofy power
Look at
cable.
that thing. Throw that in front of the camera.
So, well here, massive power cord.
So, do you have a plan for like mounting these, or are you gonna leave them like?
No, they're gonna. I needed to see the length here, and then once I get the table put in over there.
Oh, that feels nice. Like the way the switches fork back and forth.
Yeah. So let's see. So we've got one plug in. So yeah, I'll have to mount the wires to the wall, but they'll probably mount right here. Actually, I don't think my breaker's on. So
Nothing.
yep, we're safe. I'm not going to kill myself.
Probably for the best, yeah.
So yeah, so the wire's long enough. So yeah, I'm going to mount them both somewhere in the space.
Yeah, that'll look cool.
I'll probably do is get a little plywood backer, and then be able to mount them side by side without having to worry about studs and shit. So yeah.
The table, you can't see this on camera too, but it has maybe like a 1/4 inch like kind of dimple that goes down. It's not like flat metal. It's like flat metal for like 1.5 inches, and then like it dips down throughout the entire length of the table. So if you get anything like liquid inside there, it just kind of pools instead of dripping over the side.
And it's actually got a built-in drain.
I was wondering if that's for that or if that's for the pump. Is that just where it's supposed to drain out?
That's just where it can drain out.
That's nice.
There's a nipple that you can attach underneath
And just run a hose to somewhere.
and just connect it to a hose. And so any overboil or spill that you get on the table, it's going to drain off and be able to go, right down the drain.
It's easy cleaning. It's cool.
And stay clean. Yeah, I've got to take all that off and peel the protective coats off of it. So this is another solar panel. You don't need to open right now.
What is the MBV on 120 these days?
Feels like they're like 10 years old.
It just says age as well. I don't know. Does anybody in chat remember what these are supposed to be? I don't know if it varies much every year, but it tastes like, yes, that shadow threw me off. I thought I just spilled this beer.
Oh, here's something pretty. Look at that. Okay, there. This is what I'm probably most excited about, man. I hate plate chillers. And years ago I bought a counterflow chiller, and it's still brand new. It's still in a box somewhere.
I have an accelerator at home too. I haven't used that much either.
Yeah, that's sexy.
That looks really nice.
Water in, ward out, ward in, water out.
Is it labeled like that?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's laser etched. So this again, there's the bolt holes mounts directly under the table, right next to the pumps. So the pump will go from the boil kettle into this. Yeah, you got to figure out the plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
You hook your standard garden hose connection in to get your water in. Everything else is tri-clamp. And then you can just recirculate right in your boil kettle until you hit temperature. And it's nice. It's all welded.
It looks really nice.
It's pretty. Yeah. Chiller.
No, I wish Shayna wasn't inside watching. She's going to know that I have ideas already. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And this looks like a box of temperature probes and tri-clamp fittings. I need to get a board now, right, to hang all my...
Yeah, they on Amazon they sell metal pegboards, and there's something newer. It's not like they're not pegs. It's the ones that have like the vertical like slats.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the standard is called, but they're way better than like the pegboard ones. I like them all that. That was heavy.
That box, that was 75 pounds.
You're shitting me in that little thing. What is it? Is it like, oh, it must be all your dry clamps.
So the only thing...
Shit, got me again. I'm going to move my glass before I accidentally spill this just for...
It's just a box of metal. That's why. So we have...
oh my God.
I don't know why I need this many tri-clamp fittings, but it looks to be about 30. Maybe 30 tri-clamp fittings. There's more in there. I will say I do know that there is one thing missing. Spike has not sent me my false bottom or back ordered.
Oh, so you can't even really do a brew day right now if you wanted to anyway.
Yeah. These are the...
You can do an extract brew day. Your handles, your... yeah, valves, Jesus Christ.
I don't know what they're called either. But there's...
Butterfly valves, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep. All sealed. So there's, I would assume, 8 of those. A ton of...
That is like heavy duty.
Oh, they're super smooth. I think 9 of those. There's another one.
They have a lot of like positions if it was pulled in.
Pass-throughs. So, or valves.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to get a sight glass now. I don't think this came with a sight glass, so I can have one there.
Nice.
I don't know why you need one, but it's cool. So
Yeah, you gotta take a picture. It's for the Insta.
Yeah. And then last box.
What's in the Fragile box behind you?
I actually don't know. That's not part of this.
Oh, okay.
It just got set in there. A T-valve and the thermometer.
That's important.
So this would be for the, I imagine this is for the hot liquor tank. So you can tell what temperature you've come up to.
I think there would be 2, right? Because no, maybe the boil tank just has power, and you just kind of look. I don't know. Yeah, because you're just boiling the boil kettle, right? And maybe you have a temperature that runs in between.
There's no port.
Like the pump and the chiller for when you're chilling, maybe.
So I would assume, based on deduction, that you mash in. You probably. Is it just a mash in?
Oh, that's just like that's just like a visual thing. Like there's probes that these.
Oh yeah, no, there's temperature
I
probes for that.
I see what that is. Okay.
No, this just goes into one of the what I would assume is probably something like that.
Yeah, Casey says brew in a bag. Gerald's wondering how you're finishing the walls in here.
What?
How you're finishing the walls?
I don't know. I've contemplated lining this wall with high temperature plastic sheeting. Sell it at Menards, like in white and black. And then the rest of the room, I'll probably paint it at some point and then hang up a bunch of beer signs.
What color?
I was going to paint it gray. But that was also when I was going to have the floor done in epoxy, which we didn't do yet either. So that's all a spring project. Probably once the weather gets nice, I'll pull everything out. I'll epoxy the floor. You helped Drew do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can come help me.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I'll make Drew come over. Maybe he has some lessons learned or something like that.
Yeah. So we'll epoxy the floor, and then I'll pick a color to match the epoxy at the time.
You can throw in some some glitter and stuff like that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Or some hops, right? No.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It'd probably be fine.
That's why I was talking to Tim about the barrel. So this 55-gallon barrel is going to sit over here along this wall where I just piled a bunch of boxes. And I was like, well, I need to be able to move that because there are some other things that I want to do in here. So I'm looking at buying some really heavy-duty casters. And when we're moving the barrel, I may put the barrel crib on like a super heavy duty sled.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Mark would be super jealous.
That's just because, I mean, it's either that or next spring when we do the barrel pull, that's the day that I'm doing the epoxy on the floor.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, of course. Well, you get to decide that now.
Yeah.
Since you're hosting the barrel, you could decide
when barrel pull is.
Exactly. Yep.
I thought about that the other day. We were talking about, Brandon hasn't boiled or hasn't brewed his stuff for the barrel yet. I haven't either. I'm hoping I will probably get this all connected and set up tomorrow. But I told Brandon that I would brew his with mine. I can do the double batch.
Did it come with the tubing? Is that?
Yeah. Oh no, it's just another panel and another flow.
It's down there.
I believe it's in this box. There's some tubing. I probably do need to go buy a roll of silicone tubing.
It's always good to have extra.
Yeah. But I was going to say is it doesn't matter if I brew mine and Brandon's and it's not ready that day. If it's a couple of days later, then I'll just add it.
When is the keg coming, or when's the barrel coming over?
The 9th.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And there's so much crud on the bottom right now that it probably needs to be poured off anyway. I feel like the last couple times we filled it, like we've had somebody that brought a 5-gallon batch and they just weren't able to put it in because the barrel was already full because there's so much shit at the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah. If we need to purge some of the crud off the bottom. Yeah. Well, that'd be good stuff to.
So if anybody wants to start their own barrel, we have a really good starter.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. If you're seeing this between now and November 10th or 12th, if you want some really good bugs, hit me up or hit Michigan Brews up and we'll get you some because that shit's gold.
Yeah, we can bottle some off into jars or something like that. There's probably going to be a lot of it. So if you're not even in Kalamazoo and you're going to be around, let us know and we can get some stuffed into a jar for you and throw it in the fridge or something.
Yeah. But here, why don't we do this? Help me move this over. I'm going to grab that end. It shouldn't be heavy. Okay, both hands.
I gotta mix some of it.
So that will be perfect.
Yeah, that looks nice, man. That'll be super cool. The plastic's still on the table. I think you mentioned that, but if anybody's wondering why it still looks a little.
Yeah, I gotta peel all the protective film off. But yeah, that's where she's gonna go. So there's just enough room for the steam condenser bucket or whatever. And
you're gonna swap those two, right?
What's that?
So I'm assuming you probably want to have the steam condenser over here, or you're gonna run it into the sink, or you're just gonna run it through a long thing into your floor, or what?
Yeah, they have it going just to a bucket. You put a 5-gallon bucket down there.
Mm-hmm.
I may run it to the floor. I wanted the water storage vessel to go there.
Oh, right. Okay.
So,
and it would be easier for filling your hot liquor tank if it's right next to the sink too. So
yeah, so the water's going to be there. It goes into the system, into the mash tun, into the boil. You know what I didn't see in any of this stuff? I didn't see any elements.
Oh, maybe that's in the Fragile box?
No, the Fragile box is liquor. There's another box. So here's
There's the
that.
rest of your hose. Yeah.
Here's that tubing.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Here's your Hermes coil or whatever. Yep.
More fittings for the inside, for the bottom drain, or for the false bottom.
Damn, you have so many freaking. Don't lose all this shit.
There it is. 2 spike elements.
Nice.
So the ripple elements. Yeah. This is probably loud and obnoxious. I'm sorry.
Coils for the.
I don't know why.
For the elements. Yeah, cables for the elements, rather.
Oh, is that it? Those plug into the
They'll
elements?
plug into the element that probably plugs into your controller here.
And then
And that's where your wort circulates through, it sounds like. So that'll probably be in your hot liquor tank. That's cool.
yeah.
All right. This is all really, really nice looking.
Everything is open, and I have not seen any instructions at all. So,
Wasn't in the last box, Gerald. We tried.
no, I know. Actually, I'm pretty sure they emailed them to me. Now that I think about it, they're
Yeah.
like, "Here's the guide for your."
It's probably like a
trio."
YouTube video these days. They're just like, hit pause whenever you need to do the next thing.
So I'll probably do is some shorter clips of me actually sitting here on a chair trying to put all this shit together, and then we can, just do some post shorts.
That's really cool. That's a good idea.
I do want to call out Spike, though. I know there's a lot of different manufacturers out there. I'm not trying to, say one's better than the other, but my experience with Spike has been really good. They were very communicative through the whole process. They, from the moment that I started the order process, they, gave me their personal cell phone numbers and shit or whatever. We were texting, shooting me updates. I know I told them when I ordered it, like I didn't know if it was going to be delivered before or after we moved in. And so they were like, no worries. We'll call you the day before we ship it and we'll figure out where we're going to send it. And so they've been really cool. So I'm sure that if in the instructions that are in my email, if I don't know something, then I know that I've got somebody that I can shoot a text to.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good, yeah.
So
Is that a temp probe over there? Don't lose that.
that is the wire for the control panel to connect to the temperature probe. So
Yeah.
the control panel has. That's actually that's the pump. Sorry, wrong one. Auxiliary temp. There. Yeah.
You didn't have that switch flipped when you plugged it in earlier too, did you? This switch back here?
No.
So you don't know necessarily whether
you're right.
whether you got power going or not. So double check that, I guess, before.
That's good to know. You got a master switch behind
Oh,
you.
you can reach it from. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's stuck out a little bit. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool. And it also has, so you've got your element, your pump, and then it's got this auxiliary. I don't know if that is if you want to add another pump or what. I really feel like I should have done more research on this.
Our channel would be nothing if not fly by the seat of your pants.
That's right. But yeah. And anybody out there that wants to buy a Spike system, they're super, super cheap. Don't listen to your wives. They're almost free.
We're most certainly not listening in the living room right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fine.
All I have to say is dog shower, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. What Learn to Brew Day is coming up next weekend?
Sounds right.
It'd be cool if I could try to get it done and actually learn to brew on Learn to Brew Day. It's been
Relearn to brew.
relearn to brew. Because it's been, I mean, really like 2 years since I brewed on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you and Tim letting me brew on your systems and for beer camp, and I sent that away, and I actually got a medal. So
Yeah, your black IPA ended up getting
Yep.
bronze at West Michigan Brew Off. Congratulations.
Yep, brewed on Brian's system in Tim's driveway. But yeah, it's going to be fun to learn how to do this again and get back into brewing. I've got a bunch of kegs that I need to get cleaned up, and
I have like one of those like corny keg washers
Oh,
if you
do you?
want that I can bring over if you just want to try to
That'd be
speed up
cool.
the process. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can do that.
but you got to bring over the unit tank too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Not that I have a glycol chiller yet, but
I have one of the V1s of the SS Brewtech unit tank that I got with a glycol chiller, sort of like a package deal, and it's just a lot to clean. It's just like a lot of parts, and I'm not like a lazy brewer, but like I'm not a lazy brewer, so like it's way easier to clean like a brew bucket than it is to like CIP like a unit tank or something like that. You got to take apart all the pieces and scrub it all, and it's the same result, in the end. But it's really cool. So
I want to try it once and see.
Jason's gonna borrow it and use it
Yeah.
until I find out a better use for it or something.
Yeah, I want
And
to
I don't
try
put it
it.
under pressure, really.
I will say, somebody posted some brew buckets for sale. It was in the Discord, and I saw the price on them,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, I did not realize that brew buckets were that cheap. Like comparatively, I mean, I think they're like $150, $170.
The pros I think are a little bit more expensive, but
Right.
you don't really need those because the pros are the ones with like the thermal wells. And if you're going to do glycol anyway, then the glycol lid has a thermal well in it too.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I mean, long term, I mean, it's all expensive, but for the hobby to get a couple brew buckets, it's not a big deal.
I fucking chugged my 120.
I can't believe you did that, dude. I switched back to this all day. I do have a 5 or 6 year old black currant mead.
Is it mine? Oh, are we going to drink that?
Do you want to?
Did we say we were going to drink it on stream?
I think
I
so.
remember we talked about that. Yeah, I mean, if people are still watching and we don't sound too terrible. And we've actually gone up in viewers since we started. So, yeah, we can do that. We can just bullshit around and keep dicking with your equipment. I guess I don't need to open this side yard yet. Bell side yard this year, by the way. I don't know where the camera is. Very, very good. If they still have anything left in the general store, it's for the price at least. I think it's worth a 6-pack.
Is that this year's side yard?
Mm-hmm.
Right on. I haven't had that yet.
Is it downstairs or?
No, I'll go get it.
Okay. Maybe I will open that side here just to have something to drink in between sips of the mead because I don't need to be chugging that much mead.
I don't know how to
Probably open up a little bit and give some to the wives as well because I don't really remember the ABV on it. I think it was probably about 14%. This was, I think, the second or third big, like no water mead that I'd ever made. And for those like unfamiliar with like no water meads, they're like on average maybe about like 30 pounds of fruit and 18 pounds of honey, maybe about half a gallon of water. So like no water is like it's not really what they are, but They end up finishing at like anywhere between like 1050 and 1080 OG. And so you need like a lot of acidity to balance it generally. Oh yeah, this thing says 7-10-2020. So blackcurrant is really, really acidic. I don't know what the finishing gravity on this is, but we'll be able to taste it. These currants, if I remember right, I got from Current C, like this in the letter C.com. They are over in New York, I believe. Really, really good currants. They're a little bit pricey, but probably some of the best I've had. Does it smell? There's no mold on the cork?
No mold on the cork.
Okay. What are we drinking out of?
I'm going to drink it out of my pineapple.
Okay. I'll drink it out of this.
You can rinse in there.
Yeah, I'll rinse with my beer.
No, I think I have to set it inside because they get yelled at walking by.
Yeah. So current can, your floor drain. The current can have, depending on the variety and the age and stuff like that, like a little bit of like a leathery thing, if it's been oxidized a little bit, or it could be just very like currant's pretty unique.
It's definitely got like
Here they come.
I haven't gotten.
Those are too slow.
Here.
Are you for?
Oh yeah. This definitely has a little bit of that. It's it's definitely pretty much exactly like I remember
You're
though.
welcome.
Bye.
It's a little earthy. It's a little leathery.
I was gonna say leathery. It's
Yeah.
definitely got some of that leathery note
Yeah.
to it.
Not like a funk, like a Brett Funk or anything like that. It's just like the way that like really strong blackcurrant like mead smells.
It's got I think it's
still really tart.
It is really tart. I don't get any oxidation at all, but I do. It's deepened into like plum.
Yeah, a lot of plum, dark fruit.
prune almost.
I feel like it's more tannic than I remember it being. Like,
Yeah.
you drink it and it just kind of like sticks to your tongue.
And that would have won a medal. Maybe shut that in somewhere. It was really good.
I think it did. Maybe at some point, like again, 4
No, I
years
mean
ago.
that one. No.
Oh, you need 2 bottles pretty
Yeah.
much anywhere anyway.
Fuck
So
'em.
I think that might be the last bottle in existence. I may have one at my house. I'm not sure.
It's. I might have another one.
Yeah.
There's a couple of your bottles in my beer fridge at the other house.
Okay. Well, it just so happens that sometime next year, I don't know when yet, I was talking to Brian Villier and Jason Glatz, and I'm going to do a mead presentation for Cloud. Might be January, February-ish, might be later. I would like to have like a couple meads to bring by then, and I have like, I've dropped like doing a lot of meads this year, just in favor of chasing a lot of Master Homebrew Program badges and stuff like that. Like I got Jack of all trades and Lord of Lager this year. I'm just at Grandmaster 6 for my 35th 43 score sheet, which is sweet, but
I'm coming.
I'm one away from All American Aler, which are like 43s in American Ale. So
Okay.
you need like 10 for that. But I was chasing a lot of those this year, and so I think I said like last year that 2025 was going to be the year I get back into meat a little bit, and then I didn't. But I just got like 30 pounds of cherries from King Orchard in King Orchards in Traverse City. So I have a big old mead like this going with Balaton cherries right now, and I'll probably get some more like short meads going with like fruit or something
Honey
like that.
did you use on the Balatons?
For the Balatons, it was it was Michigan Wildflower.
Was that from the people that posted?
Yes, the
Awesome.
APR is like Bozing. I can't remember the name of them. If you follow Michigan Mead Coalition, they posted in Michigan Mead Coalition recently. But they're over in Allegan. They have 2 seasonal varieties of honey right now. They
Yep.
have like I think they said spring, summer, then like a fall or something like that. And they have 2 different flavor profiles. I haven't tasted them yet, but they're like $200 a bucket
That's 60 pounds.
for 60 pounds. Yeah, which is honestly pretty reasonable
Yeah.
for like local, good quality honey. Especially if you live close enough to go and just like pick it up,
Yeah.
which we're fortunate to have a few places around where we can do that.
I was going to say there's another local apiary around here, but they're more along the lines of $80 a gallon, which
Yeah.
would be, $400 a bucket.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
$200 a bucket's a good deal.
Yeah, a lot of the places that sell at farmers markets and stuff like that, they're used to selling by the pint, or pound or whatever, and they scale up their pricing based on that, and that's totally fine. Get your money, but if you can find a place that is willing to sell bulk honey and just get it out the door and stuff like that, and it's good,
Yeah.
which this stuff at least was last time I had it. Yeah, go for it. I've won plenty of medals with their honey.
So 26 is going to be mead for you.
Yes, sure. We'll see. Especially if I buy more of their honey, we'll see.
I gotta get this room dialed in. We'll see how the temperatures go. See how much the electric bill costs.
When do you get your first one?
Yeah. Well,
So when's the month to month that you'll see what a first like real month is living here?
I've got to get it wired up. Well, for living here, I don't know. We've gotten a couple of bills because we've had electric. We've been paying for electric here for 4 months, and during construction, they were keeping the house at 67 degrees.
It's for the paint to dry, right?
For the paint and shit. So
Definitely not for any of the workers to be comfortable while they're doing shit.
I think we've been paying a pretty decent energy bill, but I have to. So above up here where you can't see, there's it's a amp dog. It's an electric room heater.
We can adjust the camera here.
And,
Let's see.
And so that is going to. I've just got to install the thermostat, and that's a big enough heater that it should be able to keep this at 50. This room at 50 degrees with pretty much no energy. I mean, pretty low draw.
I mean, the garage door is closed right now, and it's like, what's the temp outside? 50 degrees, and it feels fine.
It's
in
comfortable in
here,
here,
Yeah.
The installation's good. The garage doors extra insulated, so I think the garage door is like R22, which for garage door is pretty high. And then the room's insulated pretty well.
Casey said something about a Firmzilla. I don't remember what we were talking about when he said that. When did he say that? He was like 10 minutes ago. So we were probably talking about pressure fermenting.
I just want to, I just got to keep it warm enough out here that shit's not going to freeze. My water lines don't freeze. But realistically, yeah, I've got room for a fermentation chamber. Lagers are going to be easy in the winter. So just got to get the rest of the house unpacked and get this shit set up. This was also supposed to be a dual purpose wood shop. So I've got to figure that out too.
All your tools go on this side.
Yeah, the barrel actually might have to go up there so that I can cover this side of the room and keep that side of the room, because that's my new table saw. So I've got shit to do. Amy wants shelves and I need cabinets. So yeah.
You gonna make your own cabinets for out here? Is that like your plan, or?
Yeah, I've already made. So years ago, I made a workshop table that's in my kid's garage. So that'll probably come over and get mounted to one of these walls.
Was that the one that came from Hickory?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that one.
Yeah, I've had it for a while.
Yeah.
And then that'll be the first one. to get me through. But no, I've got to make like actual furniture or cabinets for my office downstairs. We've got to make some floating shelves and stuff. That's my other hobby anyway, is woodworking. I just haven't done it in a long time either. But
You're gonna keep saying that. Like, my other hobby is, collecting Pokemon cards.
I haven't gotten into that one yet. Hyperfixation. I'll tell you.
You buy your first pack and then pull like $100 card, and then all of a sudden that's like all you want to be into.
Yeah, between the aquarium, the wood shop, the brewery, I think I'm good for this year. I don't need any more hobbies right now.
Your house in general is your hobby.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to do here, but it's so.
What's this blue blinking light over here?
It's a motion detector for the garage.
Oh, okay.
Just it knows we're in here. I don't really know why.
What's your garage door plugged into up there?
Surge protector, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask all the questions.
Did you open that side yard?
Yeah, have some. I've been drinking out of the bottle, but you wanted one for yourself?
Have you got one? Sure.
Yeah, sure. I also have a Bell's Pear Saison.
What?
Pear Saison.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So I offer this to you. It's not my favorite. So I'm just going to say that like out loud right now. I bought it because I was like your reaction too. Like I saw it and I was like, Pear Saison, fuck yeah. I shouldn't like spoil your tastes ahead of time or whatever, but just tell me what you think.
Come in after all of that dark stone fruit or whatever off of that.
Yeah.
Current. All Saison, no pear.
It just tastes like nothing. It's like even the Saison is a little
I get the spice.
mild.
It's mild, but I definitely get like the pepperiness and the
But yeah, for sure, no pear. Yeah.
spice. It's well carbonated.
Yeah, like I have no problem drinking the beer, and again, all Bell's beer for the most part down at the general store is pretty well priced, so we have like no problem buying it and drinking it generally. But wasn't my favorite this year.
Yeah, I can't tell there's any pear in that at all.
Yeah.
I have been sitting on a bottle of pear concentrate for 2.5 years. And I just gave that to Alicia.
Mm-hmm. For cider, right?
Yeah, I don't know her last name. Are they married? Andrew and Alicia.
Andrew, Alicia, are you watching?
Molsoff? Are you married?
Molsoff, yeah.
Well, I know that, but I don't know
Yeah.
if that's her last name. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying.
either.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to assume. Anyway, I gave Alicia a bottle of the pear concentrate, and she's going to make pear cider off of some of the cider that she pulled from Husted's. So I'm excited to try that. What else did I see the other day? Oh, since Casey was watching, he bottled or kegged a New Zealand Pilsner. And if you're still watching, Casey, I'm going to call some keg rent due. Since you borrowed 3 of my kegs 4 months ago, I'm going to need a few bottles of that New Zealand Pilsner.
You said he just kegged it?
Yeah, he just posted like last week that he kegged a New Zealand Pilsner.
Oh,
and if it's like his last New Zealand Pilsner, it was
really good.
It was really good. So
Keepers is coming up, so.
I don't know. Yeah, if you brewed that for Keeper's Cup, that'd be.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not judging.
We're not
so it doesn't
judging.
matter.
If anybody from Motor City Mashers is watching, though, I would like you guys to judge Keeper's Cup again. I will text you later. Yeah.
Have they've never.
Yeah, they judged the first Keeper's Cup. No.
The first Keeper's Cup I thought was during COVID.
Yeah, they judged the second Keeper's Cup. The first Keeper's Cup.
Oh, we did. We met them
we
up
went
at
over to Dearborn.
Cadillac Straits.
Was it Cadillac? I thought it was Dearborn.
One of
those.
those Dearborn. Yeah, maybe you're right.
We took it up. It was Gail, Jeff, Mike, and Danny.
Yes. Yep.
And they knocked out the first in-person Keeper's Cup.
Yep.
we did one Keeper's Cup during COVID,
Wow, I forgot
where
about
4 judges from around the state judged the beer individually. And that was Jeff Groff, Jeff Rankert, Alex something, and I forget. Oh, that's sad. Anyway, yeah, during COVID, I literally drove around the state and dropped a box of beer on.
We required 4 that year, and each
Yeah.
judge judged every single beer.
Yeah, every entry had to have 4 bottles, and I gave a case of beer to each one of the 4 judges and asked them to send me sheets back within like 2 weeks.
That was really cool of them.
And then, yeah, so the downside about that is there were some scores that were like greater than 10 points apart just because 2 different judges picked up 2 different things and couldn't talk about it. But it was COVID, and we did what we could. But yeah, the first one in person we did with Motor City Masters. And since then, we've been in Grand Rapids, which I appreciate Grand Rapids guys. Matt Bear has hosted us the last couple of years. We did do 1 year with some of the professional judges at Bell's. That was cool too. But I just want to spread the love around, and we haven't been over to Detroit in a while. Well, I haven't. I know you were just there last week.
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Something like that, yeah.
So, yeah, so we should have Keeper's Cup beer the end of November. So probably either the week before Thanksgiving or the week after Thanksgiving, I'm going to drive. I'd like to come over and have Masters judge if I can find them. I know Jeff is in not America. Ecuador?
Ecuador, yeah.
Yeah. So Danny, Matt, or Mike.
Casey says he's got you.
Sorry, bro. Fucking love me some New Zealand Pilsners. Yeah, so that's it. I feel like I got a lot of fiddle fucking to do already. I have a lot of parts and pieces that I got to put together.
Yeah, like I know we said we were gonna maybe build the system tonight or whatever. I don't feel like it's something that should be done. Like
It seems really complicated.
well, I really doubt it is, but
No.
but maybe not something that should be done under the influence of too much.
I will
Alcohol.
record, like I said, we'll do some short pours.
Right, that's such a good concept. We got to get back to the short pours.
Yep, we'll do some short pours of assembly and a water run. And then, yeah, I know I don't have a false bottom right now, but I think Tim says he has a 15-gallon false bottom. So hoping I can throw one of those in and potentially brew the barrel beer.
At the very least. I mean, at the very least, you could just do extract. Or somebody, I think it was Casey, maybe it was Gerald, I can't freaking remember. Yeah, Casey said brew in a bag too. So,
oh, yeah.
I have a couple disposable brew bags that you can use if worst comes to worst or whatever. That'd be fine.
Nope. Brew in the bag would work pretty well.
Because you'll be mashing in a bag in that thing, and then all the water will be circulating. All the water will be circulating down through the bottom in these particular systems, and I feel like that actually worked pretty well.
So I mean, there is a port up here. I feel like you've got to be able to do
that's where it comes back, out through and onto onto the top of your grain again. Yeah. There's a bunch of random shit in here. There's probably some sprayer or something like that from, when the port's pumped back through into the mash tun, it goes.
I did buy the sip attachment. I did not see that, but I also didn't. I stopped digging through this box.
Yeah, there's this box that has a bunch of shit in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of little boxes in here that I haven't opened yet, and then there's just this bag of metal. Yeah, so there could be a sip ball somewhere in here. Oh, these are so heavy. I just assumed these were all valves, but looks like it. That one looks like valves.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at all those boxes you haven't even opened. It's like Christmas in here right now, and like it's not even my presents.
More valves. I'm gonna guess more valves.
It's like the same box.
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know. There's got to be a sit ball in here somewhere.
I think these are for your pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you already pulled those out. Yeah.
Yeah, these are for the pumps, or are they for the bottom?
Oh, maybe. No, I think those are for your pumps. I'm pretty sure these are for the actual kettles.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. I will pull up the instructions and
Like look what you're coming from, man. Like
dude, that thing has been great.
this is
An immersion?
Yeah, this is the OG.
Yep.
It's what I still do. I love my immersion chiller. I was telling somebody the other day, like even when I go electric one day, like I'm still not sure I want to move away from an immersion chiller. Like I'm too comfortable with the way they work and cleaning them and stuff.
I'm excited about the counterflow. Like I said, I bought the OG counterflow chiller when there was some company that like
Accelerator or somebody else?
yeah, I think it was Accelerator. I couldn't remember the name, but I'm pretty sure it was Accelerator. And I got it and I was all excited about it. And I didn't realize that they sold it with no fittings. So you could put, it's meant so that you can put whatever fitting you want on it. But I was like, oh, I can't use this right out of the box. And so it went on a shelf and I'm like, I'll buy the fittings later. And then here we are like 10 years later and I've never bought the fittings. So yeah, I'm excited about it. To be able to recirculate, you're supposed to be able to get down to temperature in minutes. Temperature probe. Or no. It's a little baby pump. I'm not quite sure what that's for.
That looks like something that I have in my glycol chiller.
Yeah.
It's a liquid. It's a submersible pump.
Yeah, it's a submersible pump. I don't know.
That's not strong enough for anything
It's just the power.
you have.
Okay, we'll figure
Yeah, I
out.
guess we'll figure that out.
That's
Maybe it's for pumping stuff out of the bucket that you are using for your steam condenser.
That could be. Yeah. But I forgot what I was saying.
I don't know.
Where'd that topic go?
I know we are on Restream right now. It's a new streaming service, and all the stuff that we used to have on StreamYard is like gone. So all of our little like tickers that we used to have, like on the bottom down here, all the little like quirks and stuff like that from StreamYard, we can reproduce them on Restream.
Yeah.
It's just StreamYard doubled their price, and so they were going to want to charge us, I think it was $450 for a year of service. And Jason and I have said this for forever. We're doing this because this is really fun for us. But there's a point where it's $450 a year is it's a lot.
I spent that on StreamYard. I would be able to afford a brewing system.
Yeah. So we popped over to Restream, and there's some quirks, but so far I don't think we found anything that we can't do on Restream that we're able to do on StreamYard, and it's like more than half the price.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. I know when we created the Facebook event today, or the Facebook stream, it created it as an event, and I don't know how many people actually saw that. I shared the event today on the Michigan Brews page, so I'll keep an eye out for that. And that just might be a Facebook quirk that we can't really get around. because that's just how they implement that sort of stuff.
No, but I'm hoping that we get back into a regular cadence, like a couple of shows a month.
Your office is set up.
Yep.
Nothing's changed.
So, we had a lot of shows lined up to talk about the inner workings of beer competitions that we didn't get to, so we could always circle back and finish some of those out just for consistency. But yeah, I want to get, now that I'm settled, or I am settling, or I'm here and spread out. My office is set up, so we'll at least be able to do more consistent shows like they used to be, in each of our own studios until we figure out how we're going to design the studio. I have a bar downstairs that I'd like to set up a studio that Brian and I can actually sit at a bar and do a real podcast, live stream with good audio. And my kid will never watch this, so I can say that I've got a kid that's an audio engineer that owes me a lot of
Karma.
Editing for college education, I guess. And so, we're hoping to put out some better quality, more concise, I guess, shows. So that'll be coming soon. But if anything, I just miss hanging out and drinking beer and doing stupid
And
shit.
again, like we're paying for this, and we're never gonna have sponsors because like this is fun for us, and like we don't want to deal with ads or bullshit.
Right.
But if there's anything you want to see or things that you think would be fun, like let us know too. I got a portable sort of like 2-speaker like interview like recorder thing too. So like festivals that we go to, or like the Michigan Homebrew Festival next year.
We're actually gonna interview people.
Dude, I want to bring that out, and I want to just like.
I tried that one year, right?
Well, I think we deleted those recordings. They still exist somewhere, but they're not online, I don't think. But like, I want to have just like a whole, maybe not like a show like this, but I'll throw it out on a podcast and just have it be like, like, what's your name? Like, what club are you in? And like, what are you drinking right now? And they'll just be like, I don't fucking know any of those answers, blah, and walk away. The Beer Cup's not actually like that. If anybody's watching this and has not come out to Michigan Homebrew Festival before, it is not like it's not a drunk fest. It is, what do you just get a message?
Chris Meyer, I'm pretty sure, just texted me a picture of a false bottom. So that's great news, neighbor. And here's a false bottom. So thank you, Chris. I will hit you up. It's awesome.
Beer camp is great. Come out. It's just a bunch of networking and fun and love and drinking. People do get drunk, but they mostly just go and fall asleep, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all good fun. But no, it's good to be back. Even though this was kind of a weird episode, we did unbox it. Most of it. It's a lot. There's a lot of parts and pieces. And I think this will be good content for the next couple of weeks as I put it together. But then, we're settled. I want to get back into regular shows, and we need to get Jordan back on the stream from Indianapolis.
Brandon's been expressing interest on coming on more often too.
Yep.
So
Brandon wanted to be here tonight, but he had darts.
Yep. It's not like this is like a locked into just any number of people. So if anybody has something they want to talk about, come hang out with us and drink on the show or something like that.
Cool.
We're going to finish drinking. I'm going to help Jason clean up a little bit, but we'll be back hopefully in another couple of weeks. Hopefully Jason will have another couple short videos out as he builds this monstrosity, and we'll catch you guys soon.
Yeah, man.
All right.
See ya.
I'm gonna see if we can play our outro here. We'll see if this works. So have a good night, y'all. Cheers.